Hello, psychology students. This is Mrs. Politsky, and I have the second half of your notes on the fields of psychology. So you may want to find your packet, and we'll get started. So we're ready for number 10, cognitive psychologist. And one of the things I want to say is anytime that you see the word cognitive, it's about thinking. It's really what cognition is. So cognitive psychologists, for the most part, they study the higher mental thinking processes, such as thinking, feeling, learning, remembering, and problem solving. These are distinguished from the lower mental processes, such as awareness, possibly sensation and perception. Number 11, community psychologist. They may move beyond focusing on specific individuals or families and dealing with the broad problems of mental health in the community setting. These psychologists believe that human behavior is a powerful influence on the interaction between people and their physical, social, and political environments. They seek to improve individual functioning by enhancing the environmental settings to promote psychological health. Number 12, school psychologist. School psychologists provide advice and guidance within a school system, concentrating on the needs of students within the educational environment. They deal primarily with individual students, their teachers, and parents in an effort to evaluate and resolve learning and emotional problems. A lot of major school districts, such as maybe Lincoln Public Schools or Omaha Public Schools, have psychologists that are actually within the schools themselves. School psychologists do a lot of testing of students. They do a lot of work as far as helping students qualify for educational services. And school psychologists are really in demand, especially in the state of Nebraska. Many districts advertise for jobs and they have a hard time finding qualified recipients of those jobs here in the state. In many cases, school psychologists make very good wages in the high five figures, in some cases, six-figure incomes. Social psychologists, they study how the individual interacts with their social environment. They also look at social cognition or thinking, social influence, and social relationships. As we go on, and if you would happen to take AP psychology, we spend a lot of time talking about social psychology. But many of you are signed up for sociology, and we do talk a little bit about social psychology within the field of sociology. Number 14, sports psychologist. They help athletes refine their focus on competition goals, to become more motivated, and to learn to deal with the anxiety or the fear of failure that often accompany competition. The field is growing as sports of all kinds become more and more competitive and attract younger children than ever. Number 15, personality psychology. This is the study of individual differences and how and why individuals differ from one another. Personality psychology works to develop techniques for assessing personality characteristics among different individuals. Many companies, as far as how they go about hiring potential candidates, may give a personality test or a personality inventory. And a lot of these are things that are drawn up by personality psychologists. When you talk about the dating sites that are out there, that is entirely about personality psychology. So this is definitely a growing field within the area of psychology itself. Thank you very much, and we'll be ready to talk about Module 2 soon.